Did you know that just brushing your teeth isn't a solution to bad breath? Or that if you wake up with a yellow tongue, that's bacterial colonies living there? Now, what if I told you that fixing bad breath isn't as hard as it seems? In this video, we're going to tell you how you can do that. Medically known as halitosis, bad breath can kill your confidence if you're in any social settings. But before we get into how you can fix it, it's important to understand what we have to fix. So let's take a look at that. Usually, bad breath is caused by sulfur-producing bacteria that normally live in your mouth. Under normal circumstances, these bacteria mean no harm or are, in a way, good for your health. But what happens if they increase in number? Well, for starters, your tongue has a yellow coating over it, and your mouth smells like a garbage can. These bacteria break down food particles in your mouth at a very high rate. The outcome is the release of volatile sulfur compounds. And if you've smelled sulfur at any point in your life, you'll know what I'm talking about. Besides these bacteria, other factors can cause your mouth to stink as well. If you have a chronically carious or infected tooth or gum disease, they can be breeding grounds for these bacteria. And if you have a constant bad taste in your mouth, then it's probably time to visit your dentist, since that's a warning sign of advanced gum disease. Moreover, any external or internal factors that can cause dryness in the mouth can cause bad breath as well. You see, saliva is responsible for washing your mouth, and in its absence, your oral cavity is not kept clean. And what causes dryness in the mouth? There are a number of factors, but the most common ones include alcohol, medications, coffee, and certain medical conditions like diabetes, for example. Lastly, the most common causes are foods you eat that need proper flushing to clear their residues in the oral cavity. These can include onions, garlic, and cauliflower, for example. And those sugary drinks that all dentists are against can give the bacteria the food to consume. That's why you have a bad smell in the morning if you forget to brush after drinking soft drinks at night. Now that you know why you might have bad breath, it's time to learn how to treat it. Your first line of defense is brushing and flossing. You should brush your teeth twice a day, once after breakfast and once before you go to sleep. This way, you can make sure that there are no food particles left over in your mouth for the bacteria to feed on. We've been told throughout our lives that we should just brush our teeth, but we should also add flossing to our hygiene routine. This way, you can make sure that you're cleaning the spaces in between your teeth as well, somewhere the bristles of your brush don't reach. Did you know there's a proper method to brush as well? Ideally, you should position your brush at a 45-degree angle to your tooth on the junction of your tooth and the gum. Moreover, don't just rush and move the brush horizontally. Instead, you should be brushing in a circular motion for at least 2 minutes. Additionally, you should use a tongue scraper in the morning. This allows you to remove the sulfur-producing bacteria that have multiplied overnight. And you'll see an instant improvement in your breath odor. Moreover, you should use mouthwashes that contain chlorhexidine and are free of alcohol, since that can cause dryness in the mouth. These mouthwashes are designed to kill the bacteria and leave your mouth fresh. As we mentioned before, saliva is very important, and dry mouth can cause bad breath. So, how do you take care of that? You can take sugar-free chewing gums like xylitol. This stimulates salivary flow and doesn't contain sugars, so that's a plus as well. If that's too expensive for you, you can eat foods that require a lot of chewing, like apples or carrots. Lastly, if you have any bad habits like drinking or smoking, then it's time to call it quits so your breath smells fresh. If all of that doesn't help and you've had bad breath for a long time, you should see a dentist so they can find the root cause of the problem and treat it. That's it for the video. Did this video help you out? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more health tips.